Okay, so this is going to be one of the longer videos I make by far, and this is coming directly out of a book that um, it's my journal. It's my journal, and this is actually 3 years old. This is the recipe for success that I was given when I was 245 pounds starting my first challenge, my first weight loss challenge. And I'm going to share it with you guys because to this day, I look back at these notes and I do all of the things, all of the key ingredients to the recipe for the success sauce. So I'm going to share them with you, okay? This is the recipe for success to reaching your goal. The first one is define your goal. And we've already slightly basically touched on that. We've loosely said what our goals are. What do you want? Ask yourself. And I don't mean just ask yourself, do you want to lose 10 pounds? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? I mean, deep down inside, what do you want to make of your life? Other than weight loss, other than, being able to finish a workout, deep down inside, what do you want? My answer to that question was to become a stronger person, to be able to be confident in my own body, and to have self-esteem and courage. Those were the things I wrote down. Those are my answers on this sheet. And those come when you get healthier. So define your goal. What specifically deep down inside got you in this group, and what do you want out of it? Want it. That's number 2. You need to want to hit your goal so much that it's like there's a fire inside of you burning, and you're going to do everything you can to get it. It's like going in for a job that you want so badly, and you're going to rehearse your interview. You're going to practice talking and answering questions. You're going to make sure your outfit is a certain way. You have to want this so badly. You have to want it. I've written down, you need to want it so badly that it becomes unquestionable to you. You're going to do it. You have to tell yourself that. It's not a question of maybe I'll do it. It's not a question of, it's not questionable anymore. You need to say, I'm going to do this. It's time. You have to tell yourself that. Consider your goal a huge prize. We've all watched The Biggest Loser. If we haven't, we know what it is. They are competing to win money. Compete to win your prize. And your prize is your goal. Act as if you're fighting for something, because you are. Deep down inside, you are fighting for something. And you have to want that, define it, want it, and then get it. You have to get it, because the sense of accomplishment you're going to have when you get that prize, there's nothing in comparison. Believe it is the next step. Believe it. Do not cloud your head with doubts, what ifs. If you believe that you're going to do this, you're going to do it. Believe that you can, and you're already halfway there. Have you heard that before? It's true. Believing that you can do this is your first lap of the race. Done. Write it down. I mean, honestly, I'm reading out of a journal that's 3 years old. Obviously, I wrote things down. I'm a huge journal person. If you're not, that's fine. That's fine. I remember when we went through this workshop, some people wrote it down on a little cue card and put it on their fridge, or put it next to the mirror in their bathroom that they saw every single morning. They wrote down their goal, so every single day they would remember why they started. You can put it in a picture frame near pictures that you see every day. There was even a guy in one of our groups, he took a cue card and he put a hole in it and put a string in it, and he put it in his car, like on the rear view mirror. So every time he drove his car to work every day, he saw his goal. Write it down. Split it up. That's so huge. Don't try to bite off more than you can chew. When you get your package in the mail for the 21-day fix, don't think you can learn it overnight. I don't. I know I don't. I know I can't. I know it's going to take me a week or two to figure it out, and I'm going to share what I figure out with this group. But don't bite off more than you can chew, because it leads to discouragement and frustration, and that's what kills your momentum. Take it at your own pace. We all have our own pace, and we respect each other for that. Some of us are going to have to start slower than others. That's just how it is. Everybody starts somewhere, but it's the fact that you're starting that counts. So take it at your own pace. Don't overdo it to the point that you're so angry and you're so frustrated that you just want to quit. Take it at your own pace. The next point is review it. I have been on this journey for 3 years. You all know that. And still, every single week, every single Sunday of every single week, before I go to bed that night, I review the week to come. I don't treat this as what I'm going to do in the next 5 years. I look at it in chunks, in little tiny chunks, which are weeks. What am I going to do this week? I plan out what I'm going to eat. With the 21-day fix, I think that's going to be really easy for us. We can plan out what we're going to eat. We'll have a good idea of what we're working with once we get our kids. Like I said, I sit down for 20 minutes. I go over my original goal. I look at my progress I've made since I set that goal. And then I go over what I'm going to do in the next 7 days to make myself better, because there's always room for improvement. Sometimes I need to tweak things up, which is what I'm doing right now. I've lost a lot of weight and I've done a lot of stuff with my life, but then I got married and I gained weight, and now I got to tweak it up again. And that's fine. You know, I fell off track for a bit, but that's fine. I'm getting back on track and trying something new. I'm tweaking things up. And if you do this on a weekly basis, you'll find it really helps to review your goal. And I know right now some of you are like, I really don't want to take the time to do this. 20 minutes out of your entire week. Just sit down and be proud of your accomplishments, recognize your progress, and set your week up. Set your week up for yourself, okay? So you know what you're going to be doing, and it's all there, and it's all figured out. Schedule it is the next point. And I really like this point, because it's just like a meeting with your boss or a doctor's appointment or a test you have to write. If you know you have to be somewhere at 11 a.m. tomorrow, you're going to be there, correct? You're going to be there. It's important to you and it means something. You're going to make it. Treat this the same way. If you're doing the workouts, you know, you choose the time you're going to do it, and you make a point of showing up to your appointment. And I know, I think it was Melissa who said, you know, I get home from work and I'm so tired. Give it 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Just see what you can do with 10 minutes. You might be really amazed what 10 minutes turns into. You might end up finishing your workout. You might not, but try it. Schedule that appointment, show up, and do your best. And that's all you can do. That's all any of us can do. I know every day at a certain time, I have an appointment in my living room with my DVD player. I press play. If I have to leave the meeting a little early, I do, okay? That's honesty. And there's some days when I make it through the meeting and I want to have more meetings. That will come in time as well. So just to go through everything I just said, if you want to make the list, write it down just as I did. And this is 3 years old and I'm still sticking to it. How to reach your goals, making it happen. First, you need to do all of these things. Define it. What is your goal? Deep down, what is your goal? Not short term, long term. Define it. Want it. Believe it. You have to believe that you are going to do this. Look at it in a future tense. Don't say, I'm going to try to do this. Say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You know, tell people you're going to do it. Make yourself accountable in a way that, you know, if I told my husband, I'm doing this 21-day fix thing, he knows I'm doing it, and he's not going to bring junk into the house. Well, knowing my husband, he will, but I have my ways around it. I also have children who get treats, so make it known that you're doing it. Make it known that you're doing it, and that will hold you accountable. Not all of us want to, but if you can, do it. Make it known. Believe it. Write it down. Huge point. Split it up. Don't try to conquer Mount Everest tomorrow because you can't. It won't happen. And review and schedule. You have to almost treat what we're doing here like please guys, you almost have to treat this like, please go away. Oops. You almost have to treat this like it's a business thing. You have to attend your meetings. You have to schedule. You have to show up. All of these things are so important. Then, once you've done all these things, please stop. Please stop. 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 Seriously, really? Okay. Then once you've done all of these things, you make it happen. Once you've got all these things mastered, this list mastered, you make it happen. You have your list. It's like going grocery shopping. You have your list made. Go get your groceries, okay? So make that list, do those things, and then make it happen. Have that moment of pride where you say, oh my God, I did it. I did it. Like, that is such a seriously awesome feeling, and all of you guys deserve this, and you can all do it. I've done it, and I didn't think I could, so all of you can, okay? So make it happen. Dig deep, dig as deep down inside of yourself as you can, and make this happen. Please make this happen.